हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम बैक। तो लास्ट वीडियो में हमने देखा कि कैसे स्टारबॉर्न ने हमारे लॉज पर, हमारे प्लैनेट पर हमला कर दिया था। तो अब उसके बाद हम लोग आई पर गए थे और अनफॉर्चुनेटली बैरेट को हम लोग बचा नहीं पाए। बैरेट बेचारा मर गया, पर व्लादिमीर को बचा लिया, सैम को बचा लिया और एंड्रोशिया को बचा लिया। उसके बाद यहाँ की हालत देखो कितनी ख़राब है। तो ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं, अभी आगे बढ़ते हैं। अभी वो आदमी से मिलने जाना है, वो कहाँ पर है? तो ये यहाँ पर जाना है, ओके। कीपर एक्विलस है ना, उसके पास जाना है। ये है ना यहाँ पर, हाँ ओके। ये यहाँ पर लोग तो ऐसे नॉर्मली जा रहे जैसे कुछ हुआ ही ना हो। इससे क्या बात करूँ मैं?
Here, I have something for you. You're welcome. I picked it up on one of our latest planetary expeditions. I'm more than just an extra gun, you know.
Okay, thank you.
I'm just pleased I get to utilize some of
दे
my
दिया
old
मैंने,
field
थैंक यू बोल दिया,
collecting
हो गया ना।
skills. It's been a while. Check back with me from time to time after we return from our planetary jaunts. If I pick anything up, it's all yours.
ये बोल रही है कि हम जब, क्या दिया इसने, हम जब भी एक्सपेडिशन पे चलते हैं ना आर्टिफैक्ट्स ढूंढने या ये सब, और अगर हमारे साथ ये होती है ना, तो हमें इसके साथ एक बार चेक कर लेना चाहिए, क्या पता कुछ दे दे हमें।
Remember our last conversation when you told me the artifacts made you feel like raw energy was coursing through your veins? Well, it got me thinking. So I dove into our archives and started looking through Constellation's older journal entries. Just because I wasn't familiar with the experience you described doesn't mean the same might have been true
ऐसा
for my
लगता है कि हमेशा
predecessor.
नशे में है ना ये, ऐसा लग रहा है ये, या तो फिर ये कितने दिनों से अच्छी तरह से सो ही नहीं है।
Really? I'm surprised that I haven't. After reading those journals, all of the pleasant memories of my time spent with Aja just started flooding back.
ये कौन है?
Ah, she absolutely was. Aja was the one that taught me the ropes at Constellation and took me under her wing as her protege. Yeah, I thought so too. That's why I adopted her methods. You know, Aja and I logged quite a few interesting discoveries together, but it was the journey itself that I'll never forget. We catalogued unusual stellar phenomena, a few habitable worlds, and some unique life forms, but nothing SSNN would bother to report. Exactly. For me, it was all about the quieter moments. There was nothing quite like sitting back and watching space bend while listening to Aja spin vivid stories to fill the time. Oh, I find that sort of cozy isolation the best. At this point, I'd say you've graduated from protege and moved up the ladder. A bit. You know, all this talk about Aja reminds me that my time with her was a gift. I miss her dearly. I respected her, and I considered her a dear friend. But we weren't in love. Had that been true, I would have resigned my post and moved to Parima 2 instead of remaining at Constellation. Come to think of it, if we're ever out that far, perhaps we could pay her a visit, and I could make proper introductions. Well, I don't expect you to be a carbon copy of Aja. Just be yourself. You see, it's clear that we share the same hunger to discover what's out there. And that, well, that's what intrigues me about you. Good. Then we're both on the same
चलो तो
page.
फिर चलते हैं। हो गया
Anyway,
बहुत बात हो गई
that's
यार।
all I had to discuss for now. So, if you point the way, we can continue our journey.
ठीक है ओके चलो हो गई इससे बातें बहुत। अच्छा हमारी एनर्जी भी रिचार्ज हो गई। कितना दूर है यार ये?
Maybe we should stop for a moment at the memorial. You know, to pay our respects.
हाँ श्योर। मेमोरियल है कहाँ पर? तू मुझे बताएगी तो मैं जाऊँगा ना। क्या करूँ? अरे बैल में भी जाना है यार। वो तो ऑप्शनल है ना। ये रात में इसका वेट करना है। ये बिजी है।
When someone...
Keeper Aquilus,
हाँ चलो हो गया।
can we have a moment?
Oh, Mateo. It's been too long. How are your parents? Your mother still struggling with that azalea garden?
No, she figured that out a while ago. Had to adjust the pH levels in the soil. But, Keeper, I didn't come to catch up.
Oh. Well, what's on both your minds? Oh. Yeah. How humanity comes together. How we are to love each other, even as our universe becomes even more complex.
That's not exactly what we mean. Keeper, when you talk about unity, well, does it mean anything else? Something secret?
Perhaps we should talk about this inside.
मतलब ये है क्या एग्जैक्टली ये आदमी? ये चर्च का पास्टर है, पंडित है, क्या है क्या ये? मतलब चर्च का फादर, सॉरी, पास्टर फादर एक ही है ना? अंदर भी बना इन लोगों ने पेड़ यार अच्छे। मतलब इन पेड़ों को सनलाइट की जरूरत नहीं है शायद, इसलिए यहाँ पर इतना उग रहे हैं यहाँ पर। कहाँ गया वो? एक मिनट। ओ तो मुझे अंदर जाना है। ओके। क्या काफी बढ़िया जगह बनाई है इन लोगों ने। मुझे यहाँ पर बैठना है। ओके। स्पेस सूट निकालने का कोई अच्छा सा ऑप्शन होता ना तो निकाल लेते हैं।
Privacy. Why don't you tell me exactly what it is that brought you two here?
हाँ इसकी बात करते हैं ना कि हम लोगों को वो सारे आर्टिफैक्ट्स मिले थे, उससे बहुत सारे विजन्स आए थे हमें।
They're like nothing we've ever seen, Keeper. Gravitational distortion, sub-audio harmonic sequencing, unidentifiable energy fluctuations.
I caught half of that. So, these things are unusual? Even in your experience? There have always been mysteries that seem to defy our understanding of the universe. Beyond rational thought. We enter life as an act of someone else's faith in us. There's no way of knowing who we will become, and yet the risk is made anyway. So you've pushed into the unknown, not knowing where it would take you. And it's brought you here.
ऐसे ही तो डिस्कवरीज होती है। अभी उसका पहले से थोड़ी पता होगा हमें कहाँ पर लेकर जाएगी हमारी डिस्कवरीज। हमारी मदद करते
I
हैं।
think I can. If you're willing to find your way in the dark for a bit longer, I can give you a path to discovering its meaning. There's an old story, far older than the Sanctum Universum, of someone who walked the settled systems and saw every corner of it. This pilgrim claimed he found the true meaning of unity. I always thought of it as just a parable for trying to bring humanity together, but maybe it's more. I'm not sure if he was, but if what you're looking for is connected, then anything might be possible. In my story,
Okay.
the pilgrim met the founders of the House of Enlightenment and the enigmatic cult of the Varun, and he gave them
इंडियन नाम
each
लग रहा है
a
यार.
part of the truth. Then he goes to his final resting place to live out the rest of his days in
मतलब
contemplation
ये बाइबल की
of
बात कर रहा है ये.
infinitum addendum,
जो भी
his
लोगों की
addition
स्टोरीज या फिर
or contribution
हो चुका है जो
to the infinite.
सच्चाई इसमें कितनी है वो नहीं
What if
पता.
the story isn't a metaphor, but a code? A way of finding the pilgrim again, or at least his grave. I agree. I think you need to talk to them about this unity pilgrim. And clearly, not just in a theological sense, as I have. Because I wasn't looking to find unity in the same sense you are. A fresh set of eyes might reveal the truth. The enlightened work out of the well here in New Atlantis, helping the poorest citizens find a better life for themselves.
आखिरकार हमें वेल में जाना ही पड़ेगा. एक मिशन है वेल में, वो करना है.
But there is a lone zealot that was captured recently for attacking UC ships. I visited her a couple of times. Hopefully she'll be willing to talk to you as well.
I'll stay here with the Keeper. We need to catch up. And I wouldn't mind asking him a few more questions.
चलो ठीक है. मैं ये स्पेस सूट निकाल सकता हूँ क्या यार? एक बार ट्राई करके देखता हूँ यार. इन्वेंटरी ये रही. ये पहन लेता हूँ. ये पहना है इसने. पहन लेना. इसको मैं पहनूं कैसे? उतारूं कैसे इसको मैं? उतारना यार इसको. इन्वेंटरी को इक्विप कैसे करूँ मैं? तो रखा क्यों मेरे साथ अगर पहनना ही नहीं है तो फिर? चलना तो हमें जाना है कैल्टन में. कहाँ पर लगा? यहाँ तो कितना दूर है यार ये यार ये हमारे साथ हो गया.
It's a shame House Varun abandoned their embassy. I bet we could have learned a lot from one another.
Want to challenge your instincts and hone those corporate skills? Ryujin is hiring the best and brightest of today for our
Gal
future
Bank.
task. Submit your application now at the nearest kiosk.
I missed our Bobby so much.
सेटल्ड सिस्टम्स न्यूज़ नेटवर्क है ना ये शायद. हाँ. ओके. पानी है ये, पानी तो खड़ी है ये। सारा मॉर्गन ये बस यहाँ पर ही है। न्यूज़ नेटवर्क में है ये। नहीं, हमें ट्रांसिट लेकर जाना है। कहाँ पर जाना है हमें? एक मिनट, स्पेस पोर्ट? अरे ये रह गए पीछे। स्ट्रेट जाना है यहाँ पर। ये 200 में 200 दिखा रहा था। नहीं 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 यहाँ पर ये अगर आपने लास्ट वीडियो देखी होगी तो ये पूरा ब्लॉक कर दिया था, ये पूरा नीचे आ गया था और हम सिर्फ इतनी स्पेस में से अंदर आए थे अटैक के बाद। तो इन लोगों ने काफ़ी अच्छी तरीके से पूरा रिकवर कर लिया। अंदर है, ओके, ठीक है ठीक है। ये रही।
UC's got a file on you. Big game hunter, huh? Try not to lure any of those xeno critters here, okay?
इससे बात करनी।
A visitor? I have all the company I need.
Okay, वरुण की बात कर रहा है ये कि उसने कीपर एक्विलिस से बात की है, तो उसके बारे में बता कुछ।
He knows not the truth. He sends another to ask more incessant questions.
Perhaps you should hear us out before you decide to cast judgment.
The great serpent waits in the shadows. He will entwine the universe, and all but the faithful will be made as dust. That is the truth. No more.
ये बाल क्यों
No
नहीं?
less.
Anything you could tell us would be tremendously helpful.
Yes, I have spoken to your keeper about this.
हमारा
I
कीपर
will
कोई
tell
नहीं है
you
वो,
what I told him. And then
ऐसे
he will
पंडित
leave
बना
me.
फिरता है वो।
Jinan Varun meets the unbeliever. He gives false prophecy to Jinan. But such is Jinan's conviction in the great serpent, he does not hesitate. He cuts the unbeliever down. But the unbeliever returns. Jinan realizes the great serpent is testing him, and he will not be found wanting. 4 times they fight. Over 120 rotations of the planet they are on. Remember these 4 battles, Jinan, the unbeliever says. Remember these 120 rotations.
हमें क्या
But
किसकी
Jinan
बात कर
knows
रही
this
है?
is blasphemy and delivers the killing blow. That is all. Strength and conviction show your worthiness to the great serpent. The kill is not as important as showing there is no doubt. I grow tired of speaking. Leave me.
We should have a talk. When you have the time, of course.
ये तो उसने तो
Be
इससे
careful
बात
if you
कर
run
ली।
into those ecliptic jerks.
Look,
Fly around like the
I
only settled
wanted to
system,
take this
and then
opportunity
choose
to
all
thank you.
abandoned facilities as
The fact that you risked your
the
life
ones
to
left
save
over from
me,
the Cold War.
I don't know what to say.
अरे यार, हम एक दूसरे के साथ काम कर रहे हैं तो बचाना तो पड़ेगा ना एक दूसरे को। ये देखो, ये थोड़ी ना करूँगा मैं।
Well, yes, of course. But that's beside the point. My only wish is that my rescue hadn't come at the expense
अरे
of
यार,
Barrett's life. He
बेचारा
was one of
बैरेट
my
चला
closest
गया।
colleagues and a cherished friend. He always knew how to make me laugh.
यार उसको
I'll miss
शायद
him
से
dearly.
अगर आप लोगों ने एक सीरीज देखी होगी या तो नहीं देखी तो देखना, अनदर लाइफ है। आई थिंक वो नेटफ्लिक्स पर है। उसमें क्या होता है कि कुछ हमारे ह्यूमंस है ना, वो स्पेस एक्सप्लोरेशन में जाते हैं ना, तो एलियंस की शिप पर वो लोग चले जाते हैं। और वहाँ पर क्या होता है, अगर किसी का हाथ कट गया होता है ना, तो उनके पास ऐसी टेक्नोलॉजी है कि वो उसमें वो लोग आई थिंक पानी भरा होता है, उसमें वो लोग बैठेंगे या सोएंगे ना, तो उनका हाथ रीजनरेट हो जाएगा। तो आई थिंक नहीं, पर वो तो बैरेट तो पूरा मर ही चुका था ना। हाँ, अगर वो थोड़ा भी जिंदा होता ना, तो उसको वो टेक्नोलॉजी से रिवाइव कर सकते थे। सोचो उन लोग की टेक्नोलॉजी कैसी है कि आई थिंक ये तो थियोरेटिकल है, पर
You
हाँ
indeed
उसमें बताया
thought
बहुत ही
or
अच्छे
something?
तरह से कि हाथ कट गया था तो उसको रीजनरेट कर लिया, जो भी घाव था उसको भर लिया, मतलब बहुत ही अच्छा था ये।
I really wish I could believe that. Our charter at Constellation has always been to analyze the unknown, but rarely at the expense of our members' lives. Yet all the while, I've been cavalier about taking risks and pushing the boundaries, not appreciating the true cost of my actions. Had I not pushed so hard to pursue the Starborn,
Eh,
perhaps none
हमें
of this would
करना
have
तो
happened
पड़ेगा,
at all,
आगे
and
बढ़ना ही है
Barrett
हमें,
would still be alive.
और लोगों की सैक्रिफाइस तो जाएगी, तो लोगों को सैक्रिफाइस तो देना ही पड़ेगा।
No, she wouldn't. But was it worth the cost? Damn it! Why is this happening to us?
शांत 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 हो जा, शांत हो जा।
Our
ये खुद को
curiosity
बहुत ही
pushes us
ब्लेम
to
कर रही है कि
seek
भाई इसकी वजह
answers
से
to
बेचारे
life's
बैरेट की जान
mysteries.
गई।
It's one of the core traits of humankind.
आगे तो बढ़ना ही पड़ेगा
Yet in
हमें।
return, this is what the universe throws at us. Beings from God knows where who are trying to murder us. Why? What have we done wrong? No. I refuse to allow Barrett's death to be attributed to bad
तो
luck.
शांति नहीं हो रही है।
It isn't fair. The question is, where do we go from here? Do we stop exploring?
पागल है क्या
Pushing the boundaries?
कि
Take a more
उसने
aggressive
अपनी
posture
जान दे दी है,
towards the
उसको बस ऐसे ही
universe?
थोड़ी जान देते। हम आगे बढ़ेंगे,
I don't know where to
फाइंड आउट
begin.
करेंगे क्या था इसमें।
I suppose you're right.
हम
I
जाकर
just
शांत
hope
हुई
we
है
don't
थोड़ी।
make the same fatal mistake
कुछ नहीं होगा,
twice.
कुछ नहीं होगा। हमें ना
Well, I suppose that's all I have
बस
on my
हमें एक
mind for
जेट पैक
now.
दे दे यार, बस इतना काम करते हैं,
It
जेट
was a
पैक दे
relief
दे।
to get all of that out in the open. I'm sorry I got so angry. But I assure you, it's nothing personal. You're the only one I feel comfortable talking with about these things.
कोई बात नहीं, कोई बात नहीं।
Good. Because I
Chalo.
expect this won't be the last time I intend to cry on your shoulder or scream in your face. Well, we have a long road ahead of us. I suppose it's high time we get back to work.
ठीक है, चलो 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 चलो, हो गया हम यहाँ से, यहीं से आते हैं। अरे चलना, अरे खड़ी क्या है, चल। अरे, ये मैं कहाँ पर आया, यहाँ पर नहीं, सॉरी यहाँ पर।
You know, I went to chef school.
नहीं, हाँ तो बात करता रहूँ। Sergeant Yumi,
Wait. You're on the wanted list.
wanted list?
Got special orders. You're coming with me. Prepare for immediate transport to our vessel.
पागल है क्या?
I've been authorized to inform you that you're being transferred to the UC.
Vigilance?
You'll find out more when you get there. Other than that, I'm not at liberty to divulge any additional information. Smart decision. Stand by to
ये
be
हो
transferred.
क्या रहा है यहाँ पर? गलती कर दिया इससे बात करके मैं।
United Colonies built such an impressive ship for battle instead of using it for exploration.
The commander's got plans for this loser. Why else would he be going through all this trouble?
Commander?
I still don't understand why he trusts a criminal. Seems like too much of a
क्रिमिनल
risk.
क्यों बुला रहे ये लोग हमें? क्या हो गया
Stop
यहाँ पे?
worrying and keep an eye on our guest. I'll be right back.
कुछ पता नहीं चल रहा। मैं उससे अगर बात नहीं करता तो मैं ऐसे चला जाता ना।
Commander wants to have a little chat. The prisoner is ready, sir.
क्या पागल बनती है? ये कौन है?
I hope you're comfortable.
इकांदे?
We have a lot to
ये कौन?
discuss.
ये कौन?
I'm your ticket out of the mess you've gotten yourself into. That's all you need to know for now. Highly perceptive. Let me add that to your list of skills.
अभी ये कुछ काम करवा गया हमसे।
Let's see what we're working with here. It appears you have a bit of a background in big game hunting. Perfect. We'll be certain to put those skills to good use. I also see that you've mined on Vectera, and now you're with Constellation. You've certainly been quite busy. Oh, and look at that. Right at the bottom of this list is the criminal incident that landed you in my
कौन सा
crossing.
इंसिडेंट?
I will, when I'm ready. Now that we have that out of the way, let me introduce myself. My name is Commander Keeper Ikande, and I'm in charge of this operation for UC System. Are you
System
familiar
defense,
with what
I
we
guess.
do? United Colonies System Defense.
System defense सही था।
Does that help you figure out exactly what it is we
पर
do?
मैंने किया क्या वो तो बता।
Actually, that's something new we're trying. I figured we needed to branch out a bit, broaden our horizons. UC SysDef is a division of the UC Navy. While they handle the big picture stuff, we deal with a very particular problem. The Crimson Fleet. That convict is where you enter the picture.
कैसे कैसे कैसे? Crimson Fleet.
No, you don't. Not yet, anyway.
Oh.
We've been prodding at the Crimson Fleet for years, trying to take them down one ship at a time. But we barely scratched the surface. If we can get someone on the inside, we have a shot at finding a loose thread we can pull to bring it
तो अभी
all
हमने
down.
कुछ किया नहीं है, ये बस हमें यूज कर रहा है, धमकी दे रहा है।
If the military rolls in and attacks the Crimson Fleet, we'd have a full-scale war on our hands. That means losses. Heavy losses. That the
ये तो
United
तेरा
Colonies
प्रॉब्लम है
can't
ना।
afford. Not for me. For yourself. Look, I'm going to make this simple. Agree to work for UC SysDef, and together we take down the Crimson Fleet. Refuse, and I tell these guys to throw you into the nearest lockup. Might even tack on an extra few hundred credits to your fine.
तो काम कर लिया तो
Well,
क्या?
first of all, we'll forget about the infraction that landed you on the vigilance. Wipe the slate clean. Better still, depending on how well you do your job, we'll even kick in a few extra credits to offset any cost that the operation will incur. Or you can throw all that away and end up back in jail with a hefty fine attached.
तो अगर हम इसके साथ काम करते हैं तो ये हमारा जो भी रिकॉर्ड है वो पूरा क्लीन कर देगा, और हमें अगर हमने काम अच्छा किया तो थोड़े पैसे भी दे देगा। चलो कोई बात नहीं, कर लेते हैं काम।
Of course you have a choice. It's just stacked in my favor. So, What do you
चलना
say?
यार
You going to work with me? Or should I find someone else? Smart choice.
चलो
I'm going to have one of my
अरे
men escort you
सारा
to
भी
the
यहाँ पर है
operations
उसको तुमने
center.
छोड़ दिया
I strongly suggest that you don't give him any trouble. And don't bother trying to leave the ship. I think you'll find all access to the docking area is fully restricted.
चलो तो फिर बढ़ते हैं आगे उठता हूँ मैं यहाँ से अभी हमें इनके लिए काम करना है तो हमारे मिशंस कौन से पहले ये बताओ रुक जा यूनिटी अरे ये करना था हमें पर अभी हम वहाँ पर नहीं जा सकते डीप अंडर कवर फॉलो ये करना है उसके बाद ये हाँ फंसा दिया है मैंने खुद ये चलो कोई बात नहीं
So, you took the op instead of serving the time. Gonna be the commander's new mole, huh?
सबको ही मार दो मैं यहाँ पर तो
Infiltrating a
किसी
bunch
को
of
क्या ही पता
pirates.
चलेगा
You've got a lot of guts. Still, it makes you wonder.
उसकी गन भी अच्छी है
Especially with the stories that go
वो सारा
around.
हमारे साथ है मुझे लगा
Like the
उसको
one about
उसको
how
नहीं
the
लिया होगा
fleet deals with informants by
उसको भी
lashing
इंक्लूड कर
them
दिया
to the
यहाँ
hull
पर
of a ship and then slowly letting the air out of their suit. Could you imagine a worse way to go? I know I couldn't. But I wouldn't worry about it. Since the commander handpicked you, I'm guessing you can hold your breath for a really long time, right?
तो ये खोलेगा मैं क्यों खोलूँ इसको एक मिनट यहाँ पर नहीं जाना हाउस ऑफ एनलाइटनमेंट है वहाँ पर नहीं
All right, this is as far as I go. Take the lift up to Ops. Commander Ikande should be waiting
खोल
for
तो
you.
सही इसको ओके चल आजा सहरा अंदर अरे आजा वो बाहर ही खड़ी रहेगी ओके यहाँ से आगे
What?
क्या 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 अरे वो कहाँ गई वो ये वो कहाँ कहाँ टेलीपोर्ट हो जाती है डैट है ये इससे थोड़ी बात करनी है ये आदमी से बात करनी है ना मुझे ये मुझे किससे बात करनी है यहाँ पर ये तो होगा
Okay. Hello.
There you are.
इससे ही बात
Excellent.
वो
Now that we've established your
साइन बन के
level
नहीं आया
of
कि इससे बात
cooperation
करनी
with
है
us, I want to introduce you to your new home. This is the operations center of the UC Vigilance. SysDef's nerve center dedicated to the destruction of the Crimson Fleet. Which is precisely why we're taking a more clandestine approach. We need eyes and ears inside the Crimson Fleet. Someone who can feed us information, evidence, and expose their weaknesses. The catch is that you can't just knock on their front door and ask for an application. Getting inside is going to
तो हमें
take
इसके अंदर
some
ब्लेंड होना
finesse.
है वो क्रिम्सन फ्लीट के अंदर तो कैसे करेंगे फिर ये कैसे ये टेलीपोर्ट कैसे होगा यहाँ पर ये
I do.
चलो, तो इसका
Our
प्लान
intelligence
सुनते हैं
has
यहाँ पर।
managed to find a possible opening into the Crimson Fleet through Sersha Borden, one of their contacts. She
Okay,
works
तो
for the
कोई
Trade
opening
Authority in
है
Sidonia.
और हमें वो
So you'll be using a container of Aurora
करना
we've
है।
loaded on your ship to get her attention. That's right. So it'll be your job to convince this person that
उसको
you're the
पता चल
real
जाएगा
deal.
यार कि हम
Once you bluff your way into the Crimson Fleet,
मोल है
the
वहाँ पर
operation
तो फिर
proceeds to evidence gathering. That's where
मनाना
my second
पड़ेगा,
in
कन्विंस
command,
करना
Lieutenant
पड़ेगा।
Gillian Toft, comes into the picture. She'll explain everything you need to know. Eager to get going? Good.
तो बहुत बात
Remember,
करता है तो फिर
this entire operation rests on your ability to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet and bring us the evidence. I wouldn't expect any less. Look, as an undercover operative for UCC, allow yourself to stray to.
खुद ये नहीं करना करता अपना काम और हमें भूल रहा है।
That's what I wanted to hear. Anyway, it's time to hand you over to Lieutenant Toft. She'll brief you about the details of the evidence-gathering portion of the
अभी क्या
operation.
कर रहा था तू फिर इतने टाइम से यार?
Get out of here. And that's easy to answer. You don't. We'll be monitoring your activity. When you feel you've gathered, beyond that, you have your orders.
निकल यहाँ से।
Hey,
वो टॉफ्ट कौन है? वो टॉफ्ट का कहाँ पर है वो? ये नहीं। अरे वो टॉफ्ट कहाँ पर है? किससे बात करूँ मैं? कुछ पता ना, तो यही सब ठोक दूंगा। Speak to Lieutenant Toft. यार मेरे सामने ही आ जाओ ना एक बारी में सब लोग। मुझे टॉफ्ट को ढूंढना पड़ेगा। ये है क्या? कैडेट है ये रिक्रूट है।
excuse me.
ये है क्या? नहीं। ना।
Pardon.
ऑफिसर।
Okay, hello.
अरे ये रही।
All right, we don't have a lot of time, so I need you to listen up. While you're working undercover, it's imperative that you gather as much evidence as possible. If you find any records that look suspicious or incriminating, you bring it to me. Is that understood?
हाँ ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है।
Well, you better. Commander Ikande's entire operation is resting on your shoulders. I want data slates, computer downloads, handwritten notes. Hell, I'll take anything if it'll get those bastards. You're damn right I do. That miner's
इनसे काम
skirmish
हो
you had
नहीं
with them on
रहा। ये
Vectera
दूसरों को
was
काम
nothing
करने
compared to
को
the
दे
death
रही है।
and destruction those pirates leave behind.
किस बेसिस पे इन लोगों को एम्प्लॉय किया यही नहीं
Understand why
पता।
I'm pushing you so
काम मिला
hard.
कैसे इन लोगों को?
That's all we're asking. Oh, before you go, there's one more thing. Commander Ikande has authorized a credit disbursement for each piece of evidence that you return, as compensation for your efforts. It's not generous, it's motivational. Commander Ikande's idea. All right.
इसके दांत
We've
इतने
loaded a
काले क्यों?
container of Aurora into your ship's cargo hold. We're also providing you with a sample you can use to... We've cleared your ship for launch. That should do it. We'll be here if you need us.
Okay, to proceed to Sidonia.
Howdy.
Yes?
Okay.
चलो। Docking bay. Okay. Docking bay इस साइड है ना? हाँ।
Off when you are, Captain.
हमारे साथ ये है सैम और कोरा कहाँ पर चले गए? ये तो हेलर और ये लिन तो चलो कोई बात नहीं। चलो हमारी शिप निकाली हमने यहाँ से अनडॉक कर लिया। अब हमें जाना कहाँ पर है? सिडोनिया। फॉर एविडेंस। इसके बाद तो यहाँ पर पहले चलते सेट कोर्स डायरेक्ट लैंडिंग। चलो ठीक है। ओके, मार्स को सिडोनिया नाम दिया हुआ है। ओके इसकी थोड़ी बैक स्टोरी बता दे तो अच्छा रहता कि कैसे हम लोग क्या हुआ अर्थ पे, जो हम लोग अर्थ के बाहर निकल गए। मतलब वो सब अच्छा रहता है। इसमें स्पेस सूट पहन लिया, इसके अंदर जाना आई गेस। स्कैन कर रहा था क्या? ओके, सिडोनिया 13। यहाँ पर मुझे ऐसा क्यों लग रहा है कि हम लोग पहले यहाँ पर आ चुके हैं? इसकी बात कर रही है। स्पीक टू ट्रेड अथॉरिटी। ठीक है। सर से बोर्डिंग।
I can't imagine being cramped down here, choking on the fumes and the dust. No trees, no grass. It's depressing.
Hey, welcome to the Sidonia Trade Authority.
If you're here to buy or sell, you might want to talk to Octai. I'm busy. And by sensitive, I'm guessing you mean something you don't want UC security sticking their noses into. I can probably help you with that. What have you got for me? Whoa, way too hot for me. That stuff is nothing but bad news. Why don't you take your shipment and try somewhere else?
The Trade Authority turning away contraband. Now I've seen everything.
No, they're right. What they didn't tell you is that I have a self-preservation streak 1 kilometer wide. Of course, if there's a finder's fee you're offering, I might, well, bend the rules.
Okay, तो इसको पैसे चाहिए। दे देते हैं।
You know, it's funny. Suddenly, I do remember someone who might be able to unload that stuff for you.
पैसों से सब जगह सब बात।
It appears she suddenly remembers everything. How nice.
There's a buddy of mine who runs with the Crimson Fleet. Goes by the name Adler Kemp. If he isn't passed out, you can find him killing the rest of his brain cells at the Broken Spear. Oh, and it's been a pleasure doing business with you.
What can I help you with? सबके सब बिके हुए यहाँ पर। ठीक है, चलो तो Broken Spear।
Hey there.
अभी वो कहाँ पर है यार?
Unless you're here to serve me another drink, you can turn around and walk away. Hey, why don't you say that a little louder? I don't think every single UC guard in Sidonia heard you. Okay. Yeah, I think we can help you with this. If you've got a whole shipment of this stuff, you're going to need to move it fast. But you're going to have to do something for us first.
इसके लिए भी कुछ करना पड़ेगा।
Yeah, well, she isn't running the show here. I am.
Well, this is utterly ridiculous. Do we really have to jump through these hoops to get what we need from you?
Lady, if you want me to move that shipment for your pal here, you're going to do whatever the hell I want. You got that? Now listen up, because I'm not going to repeat myself. I need you to deal with a miner who's racked up a bunch of debt. He probably spent it all on booze, not that I blame him. Either way, I want that money back. Feel free to throw as many credits in my face as you want, but that isn't the point. We need to make an example out of this guy. His name's Carl Fielding. I think you'll find him wandering around the famous miners' quarters. Don't worry, you can't miss him. Just look for the most miserable-looking guy in the entire place.
इसको मार ही देते इसको। चलो अभी किसको फाइंड करना है? रिकवर कॉल फील्डिंग्स डेट। चलो अभी वो कहाँ पर मिलेगा? वो भी नीचे उसको ढूंढना पड़ेगा, उसको मार के पैसे रिकवर करो ताकि सबको पता चल जाए कि ये आदमी पंगा नहीं लेना कुछ। यहाँ पर जाना है, ठीक है। ये क्या?
It's not easy living in Cydonia.
ये नहीं होगा। यहाँ पर अच्छे से काम कर रहा है, ये नहीं होगा। रेजिडेंशियल, ओके। अपने घर पर बैठा हुआ ये हाँ बोला था ना वो सबसे खराब जो दिखता होगा वही होगा।
I can help you with? Adler Kemp. Who the heck is that?
भूल गया वो, उससे पैसे लिए थे।
Adler, you said? Nope.
ये देखो,
I think you have me mixed up with someone else. Look, I'm tired. It's been a long day in the mines. I just want to go home, wash off the dust, and relax. This
थोड़ी इसकी पिटाई करते हैं तभी।
fun.
ये सैम की तरह दिख रहा है, इसकी दाढ़ी है।
Hey now. Take it easy there.
देखो,
Let me think about that
तो उसको सब कुछ याद आ गया।
Adler, was it? Oh, wait. You mean that Adler? Yeah. Sorry. I thought you were talking about someone else. I told him I'd pay up next week when Deimos cuts our next profit share check. I'll even bring it to him personally. Sound good?
भरोसा नहीं है, बोला कि next week जब उसका पे आएगा ना तो वो दे देगा।
Come on, give me a break. What the? Look, I haven't got a single credit to spare right now. Okay? You can't squeeze blood from a stone.
बोला इसके पास एक भी रुपया नहीं है।
Right?
Perhaps he's already been through enough.
परसूट करने की ट्राई करें क्या?
What games? Why are you doing this to me? I don't have the money. Sure. I guess I could ask for a 7-day shift. I don't know. Why the hell would I deplete my savings? To pay off a thug like Adler Kemp? Come on!
एक बचा है यार।
What? Oh my God!
ये हो गया।
He might come after them? Because of
फैमिली
me?
की बात आती है ना तो सब लोग डर
I
ही
hadn't
जाते
even
हैं।
thought of the possibility. Please, tell Adler I'm sorry for trying to wiggle out of the debt. I didn't have much of a choice.
You're carrying too many odds and ends.
चल हो गया हमारा काम यहाँ पर। इससे पैसे ले लिए हमने। ये इसके पास बस दे नहीं रहा था। तो चलो इसको अभी ये जो पैसे मिले हैं ना क्रेडिट्स उसको लौटा के आते हैं फिर वो हमारा काम कर देगा। नहीं करो तो फिर उसको ठोक देंगे वहीं पर।
Always nice to kick back at the broken spear.
आ गई आ रही है, चलो अच्छी बात है।
Keep a lookout. Notify us if you see anything.
लेगा तेरे पैसे।
Have something for me? Well, would you look at that? I knew that bum was holding out on me. He going to be a problem anymore? Or did he get the message?
उसको सबक सिखा दिया है, टेंशन मत ले.
Nice, nice. You're kind of a natural at this. Leaning on deadbeats comes easy to you. I like that.
हमारा काम कर दे, चल अब.
If you like this kind of work, I can get you more. A lot more. You think you can handle running with my associates?
नहीं. जो काम दिया था.
No. There's no maybe. If you want to join up with us, you have to push every damn chip you've got into the pot. I'm talking all in. So can you handle it or what?
No.
If you haven't figured that out by now, then maybe you aren't cut out for our line of work. That's what I'm talking about. I like your style. All right, I'll call ahead and get a hold of Nevamora. She's second to the big boss himself. Head out to Europa. You'll find her there. Suggest you listen to whatever she has to say. Oh, and I've taken care of that Aurora shipment for you too. Don't spend all that cash in one place.
7300 अब हमें जाना है यूनिटी बाकी है बड़ा मतलब अरे यार कितना फालतू
People always ask me what I think about
सारी फालतू चीजें तो दिख रही है
Just because the governor's office is right out there on the main level.
इस यूरोपा में के ऊपर जाना पड़ेगा हमें यूरोपा में किसी औरत से मिलना है ना हमें वो रही हमारी शिप ना और वो हमें आगे काम देगी क्या पता में तो जा रहे हैं ना हम लोग नहीं ये नहीं है हमारी शिप सॉरी शिप हमारी यहाँ पर ये रही ये गन्स है क्या यहाँ पर नहीं ये इससे ऊपर होता है ठीक है ये लोग ये सारी चीज़ें बनाते कैसे हैं यहाँ पर कुछ कंस्ट्रक्शन मतलब बिल्डिंग कोई कंपनी है क्या यहाँ पर स्टील और ये सब बनाती है अभी यूरोपा पर जाना है ना वो औरत से बात करना है Set course travel soul in the Astria
Wow, look who finally had the guts to show up. Looks like Adler finally did something right for once.
हमें जानती है क्या ये
So, big shot. I hear Adler thinks you're good enough to join our crew. We'll see. When the waters get deep, it's sink or swim. So, before I put you to work, let's get everything out in the open.
I don't know if Adler mentioned it, and for his sake, I hope he hasn't. But you aren't about to sign up with any average pirate crew. You're signing up with the Crimson Fleet. That's if you get through this little task I have planned for you. There's a medical supply ship called the Rake, jumping into Enceladus's orbit. On board that ship, you'll find a traitor named Austin Rake.
अभी इनका काम करना पड़ेगा.
I want him dead.
इसको मारना पड़ेगा ऑस्टिन रेक को.
There's a lesson in this. I need you to learn what'll happen if you decide to turn your back on the fleet. Consider it your glimpse into a possible unfortunate.
कितना बोलती है यार.
It's done when Rake stops breathing. Head back here when you're finished. And don't keep me waiting for long.
ये सबको मार ही देते हैं ना. ये जो भी है क्रिम्सन फ्लीट वाले सबको मार देते हैं यार. छोड़ो हमें क्या.
Rake used to run with the fleet. Hell, I'm the one who vouched for him in the first place.
हाँ तो
Back then he had a different name and a different identity.
इसको मारना
A
चाहती है.
damn good earner too. Brought in a ton of creds. Everything was fine until he wanted out. So he ran. And nobody.
तो एक बार ये जो क्रिम्सन फ्लीट पर जो भी काम करता है ना, ज्वाइन करता है तो फिर वो लोग छोड़ नहीं सकते.
I've been tracking Rake for months. He's making it tough, not gonna lie. He changes his location and identity so often, it's costing me a small fortune just to keep. But you know what? It's worth every damn.
ठीक है चलो. अभी ये प्लैनेट यहाँ पर जाना. रैगना. ये रैगना कौन है? चलो ये भी कर लेते हैं. जो भी आता है हमसे बस काम ही कराता है यार. पूरा वो कॉन्स्टलेशन का पार्ट तो पूरा साइड में ही रह गया. अभी ये कौन है? ये है ये. ये इस शिप पर है ये.
Keep in mind, we're not threatening to board you. We're asking. The distinction is rather important.
Well, normally I would say no, but frankly, it will be safer for us that way. All right, you can dock. We will talk then.
Okay, तो चलो टॉक कर लेते हैं. ये कहाँ पर है? वो यहाँ पर होगा. बाद में जाकर बात करते हैं उससे. सब चीज़ें अगर अच्छे से हो जाए तो यार कितना अच्छा. बात करने से सब हो जाए तो फिर मारने की जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ेगी ना.
I am not sure what to make of you being here. If you wanted to kill us, you could have done that from your ship. If you wanted our cargo, we could have jettisoned it. I guess I should just stop talking and let you say your piece.
पहले मारेंगे नहीं उसको, कन्विंस करेंगे.
That is true. Which means you don't want somebody to know what you are really up to. Now, do you mind telling us what this is all about? You really do not know which one of us is Rake, do you? And you do not seem to care either, which makes me think you really want to save him.
उसको मारना नहीं यार, हम
I
क्यों
have
मारें?
idea.
उसको उसकी प्रॉब्लम है
We
ना,
can
वो जो
strike his
लड़की है।
name from manifest, make it so he was never on board. Then, when we dock, we will leave him on this ship and deliver him to another port.
ये करते हैं।
Is that all right with you, Austin?
Do I have a choice?
Okay.
It does not appear you do. Well then, it is agreed. You go back to your ship and we will make sure Rake was never on ours.
चलो ठीक है।
And in case any of your handlers get suspicious, here. We had an extra crate of supplies loaded, in case one got damaged. This should be proof you were not here to bargain.
Oh, for God's sake, drop some of that rubbish already.
शुक्र है। है नहीं ना हमारे पास अभी तो बहुत सारा कुछ। हमने ऑलरेडी बहुत कुछ ड्रॉप कर दिया है। जब हम लोग स्टारबॉर्न को फाइट कर रहे थे ना एक गेम में, इसका ही था ना। एक मिनट रुक जा। यूरोपास ऑर्बिट में जाना था ना, यही है ना हिस्ट्री है। और जाकर उसको बोल देते कि हाँ चलो हमने मार दिया उसको। इसको कैसे पता चलेगा वो तो नहीं पता, पर ठीक है।
Damn mercs just don't know how to take a hit. Hey Rook, wanna help me with some target practice?
आदमी को मार रहा हूँ क्या? बात कर लेना, डॉक करना पड़ेगा क्या उसको भी फिर से? नहीं वो आ रही है ना यहाँ पर। अरे ओ हेलो पागल हो। वो लोग तुझे मार देते हैं।
Now tell me about the Ragana. Give me some good news, then we can go celebrate.
मार दिया उसको।
No kidding. That'll make Delgado happy, seeing as our hands are clean. I would have preferred if you hadn't left witnesses behind, but
काम हो गया ना बस। काम सिर्फ उसको मारने का था, सबको मारने का नहीं था।
Well, you're in. Yep, it's that simple. Hope this business with Rake's taught you something. because I'm about to stick my neck out and vouch for you. If you screw up, and I wind up looking like an asshole, I'm gonna send someone after you. We clear?
भेज के तो देख सबको मार देंगे फिर.
Yeah? Last person who said that was Rake. Now that you know that, I'm gonna upload the coordinates for our headquarters in the Crick system. Spacers, head out there as soon as you can.
Well, we're in. I hope you know what you're doing.
ये हमें कहाँ पर जाना है? मिशन देखते हैं. Report to vigilance. तो ये सब हो गया. यूनिटी बाकी है ना? हाउस फॉर एविडेंस कैसे करें? सोर्स फॉर एविडेंस वाला मिशन बाकी है. वो वाला भी मिशन करेंगे और आई थिंक वो थोड़ा लंबा होगा. अभी इससे बात करनी है क्या? यार रुक जा कहाँ जा रहा है? और द विजिलेंस. ओके. हेलो. क्योंकि ऑलरेडी इन लोगों के पास हमारी इन्फॉर्मेशन है ना, तो बोर्ड डायरेक्टली करेंगे तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगी.
Commander Ikande wants to see you. Follow me. I had a friend on the Rake. I hope I'll be able to see him next time we're on shore leave.
चल ना. वैसे तो मुझे पता ही है कहाँ पर जाना है. देख रहा था वो लेफ्ट जाएगा या राइट जाएगा. ये रहा. ये इकांदे यही है ना ये.
Back. Anything to report? We got the message from the Regana about Austin Rake. We had him dropped off at a separate port, off the books. Suffice to say, he's got a lot to answer for. That's a smart line to follow. Part of this role you're playing means having to make hard choices. Just remember not to lose yourself in the part.
I'll do my part to make certain that doesn't happen, Commander.
Oh, one more thing before we move on. For transparency's sake, you should know we were the ones that hired Ecliptic to attack Neva's ship. There was concern after what happened with the Regana that you might have coming to her rescue. Ah, so I take it you have good news. Were you able to join the fleet?
Huh?
Then it worked. You're in. Sounds like everything is going as expected. Now it's time for the next phase of the mission.
Our intel on Saoirse was correct. After we received reports on your interaction with Adler Kemp, we picked up on your rendezvous with Neva Mora.
Our files indicate she's second in command, so getting on her good side will ensure you get into the Crimson Fleet. Yes, you passed your first test and you're still alive. But before we get to... just remember, these are ruthless criminals.
And their ruthlessness is only surpassed by... You should proceed with caution.
So what's next for you on Neva's agenda?
टाइप से क्रिमिनल ही है ना, क्योंकि ये लोग हमसे ये काम करवा रहे हैं जबरदस्ती.
Excellent. If you're heading to the Key, I assume you'll be meeting Delgado soon.
Delgado is the leader of the Crimson Fleet. You'll want to know the individual...
Agreed. The last thing we need is to infiltrate the fleet, only to be kicked out because we've underestimated one of their people.
I don't disagree, but it's important to know your enemy, and the best way to defeat... In any case, we will shadow you eventually. This will also give us time...
Sir, on that note, shall we begin implementing the upgrade to our shields?
Immediately, Lieutenant. Notify the... I hope your entry into the... Keep up the good work.
यार जो काम करना है वो दे देना बस. ये कर वो कर.
We got a wager going over whether the fleet would let you in or leave you for dead. And unless you're a zombie,
आएगी नहीं अंदर.
I owe the option.
नहीं, एक और मिशन कर लेता है फिर हम लोग बंद करेंगे। ये वाला मिशन
away, or do you need a little bit of time?
रुकना। अरे ये तो हमारे ही था शिपा। अच्छा तो अभी हमें जाना है कीपर जाना। ओके ये बाकी है। चलो कोई बात नहीं, पहले ये कर लेते हैं। क्रिक्स पर जाना है हमें। हम सोल पर हैं हम लोग। ओके तो यहाँ पर जाना है तो पहले हम लोग ओलंपस पर चलते हैं। अरे रुक ना। कि यहाँ पर है, ठीक है तो यहाँ पर जा सकते हैं। ये भी अनएक्सप्लोर्ड है। क्या बात कर रहे हैं यार। यहाँ पर तो जा ही सकते हैं ना। ये जा सकते हैं फिर वहाँ से फिर डायरेक्टली वहाँ पर जाएंगे, ठीक है। चलो यहाँ पर पहुँच गए। अभी एक और जगह की ग्रेविटी ट्राई करनी है। ठीक है यहाँ पर हो गया ये। अभी हम लोग हैं यहाँ पर, हम लोग नहरियों पर है ना। ये नहीं कर सकते, ये करते हैं। शायद पर चलता है चैन जो भी है, फिर वहाँ से हम लोग क्रिक्स पर चलेंगे। जाना भी नहीं है वहाँ पर। चुप प्लीज, डायरेक्टली नहीं जा सकते यार, तो यहाँ पर करते यार। दिखाइए अभी क्रिक्स पर जा सकते हैं ना, ये और फिर सीधा सीधा लेकर नहीं जाएगा ये ग्रेविटी जंप का टाइमिंग बढ़ता जा रहा है ना शायद। सबको अपग्रेड करा लेना चाहिए मुझे, पैसा तो है हमारे पास बहुत। प्रॉब्लम तो नहीं होनी चाहिए। इसके ऊपर कितना बड़ा प्लैनेट है। एक मिनट।
The key acknowledging fleet vessel. Welcome home. Hail acknowledged. Dock where you like.
There's something I need to talk to you about.
सैरा को भी बात करनी है कुछ हमसे। पहले एक कीपर चलता है, उसके बाद देखते हैं उसको क्या बात करनी है। हमारे पीछे है ना, उससे बात कर लेते हैं, देखते क्या कहना चाहती है।
There's something I need to talk to you about. Thanks for taking time to chat. I really need a friendly ear right about now. I received a message from Constellation, and it's given me a lot to think about.
इसको कोई मैसेज मिला है Constellation पे?
No, it's nothing like that. It's just a list of requests, things I would normally handle if I was there. But I'm not.
इसके बाद चलेंगे वहाँ पर, कुछ जरूरत है तो वहाँ पर चलेंगे और फिर सब कुछ करके आएंगे हम लोग।
You're not keeping me out here. I am. Just here. Let me explain. Before I joined Constellation, I served for 8 years as the head of the Navigator Corps, until the UC decided to axe the department. Yeah, I suppose painful is an appropriate way to put it. You see, the top brass demanded press-worthy discoveries to justify the spending. Money was tight after the war. Shutdown was inevitable. At the end of the day, I was in charge, so the blame obviously fell on my shoulders.
और कुछ गलत हो गया तो जो भी blame था उसके ऊपर आ गया ये।
Yeah? You once told me that you favored the journey over the destination. I failed because I was more concerned because of my lack of foresight. That's just it, though. Did I push too hard? Did they shut us down because I wasn't quietly... Well, that brings us to this message now, doesn't it? Call it whatever you want. My drive, my initiative, my optimism. It's been my greatest strength and my worst nightmare. It elevates me to these positions. Yes, exactly. If it's obvious to you, imagine how obvious it is to someone like Barrett or Mateo. Oh, they must be itching to replace me by now.
कोई तेरे को replace नहीं कर रहा, टेंशन मत ले।
Oh my God. I'm so sorry. Oh, here you are trying to help me and I'm yelling at you. You have to understand. Once our...
हाँ ठीक है।
Look, it's clear that you have feelings for me. It's just...
नहीं है, मैं बस ऐसे ही बोल रहा था कि
I've never had time for this sort of thing in my life.
इसको लग रहा है कि मैं इस पर लाइन
Please,
मारूं।
it's not you. It's me. I'm just not ready to get that close. I can't. Not now. But thank you for being there and listening. It helped. It really did.
खुद को बहुत ही बड़ी मॉडल समझ रही है ये। इसका काम तो हो गया। इसको
The hell took you so long? Forget how to grab jump or something? I don't care. Time is money and... But all that is... Pencils ready? Good. This floating scrap might look a little beat up on the...
ना यार, कितना बोलती है यार।
You think? And that's only part of it. I'll let Delgado fill you in on the whole story. He tells it better anyway. but I can give you the short version while...
Story time? How delightful.
Anyway, I'll tell you all about the key. But it's better if I show you too. Follow me.
इसके पीछे चलना है हमें.
History time. So, the key is in orbit around Suvorov. That's the very same ice ball where the United Colonies built a supermax prison they call the Lock. The UC is so clever. Supermax prison, lock, key.
फाइंड करना है वो और आर्टिफैक्ट फाइंड करना. हम यहाँ पर फंसे हुए.
Now, we've got everything the fleet needs right here. Of course, you've got to pay for it. Remember, on the key, credits are king. What the hell is this?
All right, hang on, Nav. Before you get pissed, I've got my hands full.
Jasmine, sweetie, I'm trying to give a tour here. So you want to tell me why those damn doors are sealed?
It's called a malfunction. You know, that thing I spend most of my day dealing with. Believe me, my people are on it. Have a little faith for once.
Aw. And you, always, Angel. This here's Jasmine. You need anything for your ship, she's got you covered. We'll hit up the depot next since these doors have given out on us. So anyway, we were talking about the Lock. About 100 years ago, the prisoners down there rioted and took over the place.
Okay.
After stealing some ships, they were actually able to make it up here and took over the key.
About time you brought us new blood, Neva. I was getting tired of trading with the same old faces.
You're just ticked everyone's getting wise to your ridiculous prices, Aludra. Anyway, welcome to the depot, Rook, where you'll be lucky if these blood-sucking leeches don't bleed you completely dry.
Whoa. It's not our fault that people don't appreciate how much it costs to get untraceable merchandise onto the key.
Neva's just whining because she thinks she lost a ton of cash selling us a shipment. She should have done her homework.
Yeah, sure, laugh it up. I'll remember that next time I need something from you cheapskates. Let's move on.
अरे वहाँ कहाँ जा रही है तू? तो बैठ गई यहाँ पर. ये लड़की है यार.
Pirating the spaceways. That was how the Crimson Fleet began. Of course, Jasper Cricks had a lot to do with all that, but we'll get to him later. Rook, meet Zuri, queen of the rare exports.
If I don't have it, you don't need it.
Neuroamps, blueprints. Hit her up and she'll take care of you.
Speaking of which, you still owe me for that last purchase, Neva. It's like 5 figures. Don't make me collect it the hard way.
The hard way? Oh no. Rook, protect me from Zuri's vengeance. Enough of the bullshit, Zuri. I'll pay you when I pay you. Deal with it. Got a problem with that? Take it up with the boss.
Don't even try to rip me off.
Radley from
I
the
know value when I see it.
I'm sure you know the deal there. They'll buy pretty much anything, no matter how hot. Then we got our med bay on the left, run by the one and only Samina Mizra. She'll patch you up if you've got the money. We don't run any free clinics up in here, you know?
Is it really necessary for you to drag around all that gear?
Over there, you've got the last Nova, where Bog serves watered-down drinks at ridiculously exorbitant prices. And right here is the most important place on the entire station. The Reckoner's Core, run by the incomparable Shinya Voss.
Another new Rook, Neva? I can't believe Delgado still lets you recruit, given what happened with the last one.
You mean Austin Rake? It's been taken care of, all right? I don't like loose ends, and this Rook is the one who tied it off.
Perhaps next time you'll try to be a bit more discerning regarding your choices. It's far more cost-effective.
Yeah, love you too, darling. Anyway, Shinya handles our lifeblood. The money. We call him our Reckoner, but if you ask me, He's actually a pain in the ass.
And Neva will slit your throat if she thinks you'll bleed creds.
Go to hell, boss. Take care of our new friend here, or I'll find a way to pull the pin on that little party popper in your chest. Anyway, Shinya will get you set up in our system. I've got real work to do. Once you're done, head upstairs and I'll introduce you to the boss.
Time for a proper introduction. I am Shinya Voss, the official reckoner for the Crimson Fleet. And since, in fact... No. See, it doesn't work. You new members have no patience. Since for Delgado, it's why he's the boss. Of course. Now, thanks to advanced modifications even Ryujin would envy, I can interface directly with our mainframe and the Galbank network. This allows me to move and clean credits faster and more efficiently than any run-of-the-mill cyber runner. There, you're done. All you need now is Delgado's blessing, and you'll be one of us. The perfect segue into my final subject. Thanks to our relations with contacts across the galaxy, I've granted you... If Neva's chosen wise... Now, take the elevator to the upper level.
Alright, listen up. You can all stop complaining. Atrium to cargo bay doors have been repaired.
Okay, कहाँ पर है वो बॉस जिससे मिलना है हमें? यहाँ पर है?
Those creds ain't gonna steal themselves.
Here are our other new recruits. So, now that we are all here, it's time to get down to business. The two of you are the only rooks that have made the latest cut. The rest, well, let's just say they won't be joining us ever again. Neva's willing to put her neck on the line and vouch for you, which means you've got what it takes to join the Crimson Fleet. You'd better not disappoint, or you'll find yourself answering. All right, let's get started here. When you sign up with the Crimson Fleet, you're in it for the long haul. No one. You stay loyal.
हम लोग एक बार ज्वाइन कर देते हैं ना तो हम लोग
Fleet before
इससे भाग नहीं सकते हमेशा के लिए हम इनके मेंबर बन चुके हैं फिर
before yourself. Boss. Good. You're getting it already. I like that.
Can we get on with this? I want to get drunk at the last Nova.
I'm impressed. That is the first intelligent thing. Since you two seem so eager to move forward, pack your coat.
Oh, God, don't tell me you're dragging him down to Suvarall for another one of your little initiate. 10 Johns to the...
Crix's legacy. We've got fresh eyes.
I hope you're right, Dale. That new code we grabbed for the...
This initiation, as Neva calls it, Crix led the riot.
ना बोलते यार ये लोग.
Of course. Where else could I find such a perfect location to weed out any rooks who'd be wasting the fleet's time? Before Crix left the fleet, he left a message talking about... Somewhere down the line, they started calling it Crix's. If we're gonna beat those odds...
Dale's leaving out the best. Crix left them.
When we get our hands on... Exactly. Now you... Okay, I know. To that end, the next stop is the lock. I've had Jazz feed the coordinates into... Since Mathis doesn't have it...
There's a huge difference between being prepared and carrying too much.
If you got any spare creds, you just need to unload some junk. Head to the depot.
कितना बोलती यार ये बोलते हैं कि हम बहुत सारी चीजें हम लोग ले रहे हैं हमारे बैग यहाँ से जाना था नीचे कहाँ जाना था इसके हम लोग कहाँ से आए थे यहाँ से आए थे
Are you looking to start something? Because I'll finish.
Every captain here's earned their stripes, bleeding for the fleet.
I don't know about you, but I think the welcome.
I think आज के लिए इतना रखें, कुछ ज़्यादा तो हमने किया नहीं, पर ठीक है, जितना भी हमने कवर किया इतना बहुत है। मुझे तो यार ये सब कुछ नहीं करना था, पर ये I think ये पार्ट है, kind of। फिर ये करना ही पड़ेगा हमें। अभी हमें क्या करना है मेन मिशंस में, तो यहाँ पर जाना है। उससे पहले ये करना पड़ेगा यार, ये करना पड़ेगा, ये साइड मिशन है, ये देख लेता हूँ। बिजनेस ये नहीं करना, एक्शन में आता है ये, तो हमें जाना है सरफेस ऑफ सुबरो। ये करना ही पड़ेगा हमें, तो एक काम करते हैं ना, इसको कल कंटिन्यू करते हैं। आज आई थिंक ऑलरेडी बहुत हो चुका है, तो फिर इसको कल करेंगे, ठीक है? चलो फिर मिलते हैं, टेक केयर, बाय।